So let's remind ourselves that we need the Riemann tensor in order to evaluate the left-hand side of the Einstein equation. GAB equals 8 pi g over c to the fourth TAB, and it will turn out that what we care about is that it's just the RAB. So we'll come back to this side and remind ourselves that we can write the second term here and put it on this side, and so this ends up only having the RAB, and we care about R00 and R11. Well, by symmetry, these are all going to give us the same thing. And these are the only non-zero components. And so basically we'll get two equations, and then we'll look at the other side of this equation, and we'll have two equations to work with. So let's start with R00. So I worked this out already. I don't want to do this again live. It's a little tedious, as we saw for the Schwarzschild metric. So R00, right? So A and B are 0 here. Here they are, and then we're summing over C here and C and D here. And so I'm just writing all the terms out here. So get rid of that. And we have a sum here, and what I'm doing here with the yellow is highlighting the terms that remain given the connection terms that we evaluated. So we know that gamma 101 is not 0. That's equal to this, gamma 202 and gamma 303. And so we're looking at their time derivatives there, but that's not. And then when we go further, there are three additional terms, 101, and then of course by symmetry we'll have 202 and 303, and so these other three terms survive as well. And that's so let's look at these specifically. That's the next thing to do here, and I've worked them out. But before doing that, let's go through the ones, the R11, or for that matter, R22 and R33, because they give us the same information. And so here we have the same kind of thing. I'm building them up, and then we get to, I highlight, I underline in yellow the ones that survive given the connection coefficients that are not 0. And so we'll make an equation out of these three terms, these 6 terms, and now we can go see what that looks like. So we have, so I put in the specific values of the connection coefficients. So here are the 6 terms from the previous page, and here's what they look like. Right? So we have a time derivative of this term, but we have 3 of these because these are all the same. So we have -3 times, so this 2 belongs in this connection coefficient, and so we're taking a time derivative. So we have 3 of those, and the same thing is true here, again, by symmetry. So we have a 3 here. And so we have time derivatives of time-dependent terms, the h of t that's in the metric. And so we end up with this equation here. That's R00. We're going to have to look at the right-hand side of that equation next. The same thing for R11, R22, and R33, right? That's what we get here. These are those, where are these? 1, 2, well, there should be 6 terms here, then I simplify it further here, and pull out a common factor, and so it ends up looking like this. And so we have this equation. This is R11 R22 and R33. And now we'll look at the right-hand side of that. That's the next thing we're going to.